of all people, would call a press conference. Just want you guys to know that I've signed a 5-year extension here with the Dodgers. No, on a real note, I think everybody pretty much has it figured out, but at the end of this year, I'm going to retire, and I'm excited about that opportunity. I'm excited to be here right now with you guys. I've had a pretty unique career when I look back on it. I drafted by the Philadelphia Phillies, got a chance to play in the big leagues with them for a long time, played in front of some amazing fans, made some all-star teams, won a World Series, lost a World Series, came over here and transitioned into a part-time player, something that was new for me, but I took it in stride, and I've really enjoyed that time. I'm also a part-time strength coach, part-time pitching coach, occasionally a part-time catching coach, as well as a part-time general manager. But the thing I'm having the most difficult time with is being a part-time dad. So that's really the reason why I'm shutting it down, because I'm ready to be a full-time dad. So it is a difficult decision, but it's one that I'm comfortable with, and I'm confident that I'm doing it at the right time. And I would imagine many of you are asking why I would do it, in the middle of the season. And there's a few different reasons why I've chosen to do this. I've contemplated this for a few years now, how I want to go out. Do I want to tell everybody at the beginning of the year? For me, that's not really been my style. As you guys probably know, I don't like that much attention. Do I just ride off into the sunset? That was initially kind of the way I had it drawn up a few years back, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I didn't think that was fair. I didn't think it was fair for the people that have helped me become the player and person that I am today. This is also going to give me some clarity when there's 2.5 months left of the regular season and possibly a full month of the postseason. So getting this out of the way now, getting this off my chest, I think is going to just give me a little bit, I'll be at ease a little bit more. I can kind of go into the last chapter of my baseball career with enthusiasm, excitement, but most of all, a clear mind, and I think that's important as we move forward here. And also for the people that have helped me along the way. I've played for some amazing coaches, unbelievable managers. I've been part of teams that training staffs are amazing, like we have here. Front office staff that I've been very fortunate to be part of organizations that want to win and want to win now. And I feel lucky to be a part of that. But I feel like I owe it to them to let them know what's on my mind and let them understand that this is going to be it for me. Let them just be in my shoes for a second and let them know what I'm thinking, because over the course of years I've been fairly private, but this is a time where I feel like it's important to just kind of let everything out there. So, guys, thank you guys for coming. I imagine there's a few questions. I think Andrew might want to say a few things.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. This all kind of came up in the last couple of days, and in typical Chase fashion, wanted to do this in the least distractful way possible. I think this is exactly what he envisioned. But it speaks to who he is. It speaks to the character. It speaks to the guy. The impact he's had on this organization is immeasurable. If you think back, it's only been 3 years basically since he's been here, but I think the lasting impact will go far beyond that. And so to think about the 2019 Dodgers without Chase is obviously a difficult one, but we will do everything we can to steal as much of those hours as Jen and the boys will allow. And, for me, this is a no-brainer Hall of Famer. And then doing this now, Chase's point was, I want to focus on helping the 2018 Dodgers win a World Series. And there's nothing that would cement his Hall of Fame candidacy more than that. So thank you, guys, and turn it over to questions for Chase.
Yeah, Chase, Jim Hill with CBS Sports. How emotional a day is this for you, and what does it mean to you to have your teammates in here as you're announcing your retirement?
Yeah, I was unaware that these guys were going to be in here. It means a lot to me. These guys are part of my family. We grind it out on the field together. So, guys, I appreciate you guys being here, supporting me. It does mean the world to me.
Chase, you set a standard for a lot of the younger players about how the game should be played. When you look back at earlier in your career, who set that standard for you?
I grew up kind of in a hard-nosed environment as far as how to play the game. If something hurts, you don't let anybody else know it hurts. You get hit by a pitch, pretend nothing happened. Things like that. I've been, like I said before, I've been extremely fortunate to be around people that have made me a better person and therefore a better player. And here at the Dodgers, obviously you guys all know the coaching staff and what they do for this team. They're more prepared than any coaching staff that I've ever seen. And I think they get a lot of great information from Andrew and his team, and we are prepared on a daily basis.
Chase, was there a certain moment that happened that you knew it was the right time, and then how did you break the news to Kike and Corey?
There wasn't a particular one moment. I've been thinking about this for a little while now. I'm no spring chicken. I think I've got 15 or 16 years in the big leagues. The hair is going gray. There's a lot of things letting me know it's time. Obviously, the main reason is I just want to spend more time with my family. Baseball takes up a lot of our time. If you want to be a successful team, in my opinion, you have to spend a lot of time at this stadium trying to prepare to play. So I didn't know exactly when it was. I would say probably about a month ago I came to terms with it, and I'm comfortable with it, and I'm excited about it.
Chase, what was how did your boys react when you told them?
We haven't had that conversation yet. They've asked me a few times, Dad, how much longer are you going to play for? Things like that. Why do you have to go to the field today? That conversation will come soon, but I think it'll be a good conversation.
Obviously, you're playing Angels tonight. Mike Trout talked about being a huge Philadelphia fan and being a huge fan of yours. Your thoughts on that?
Obviously, Mike Trout's probably the best player in all of baseball, if not the history of baseball. So to have a guy look up to me like that is pretty special. He's from the Philadelphia area, and when you're from Philadelphia, you love your sports teams, and we had a pretty good run back in the day.
Did the fact that you're going to Philly soon play into the timing of this at all? And regardless of the answer, how emotional is that trip going to be for you?
It did play a factor because, like I said before, I've had so much support over the years, and there's a lot of different tools I believe that kind of help guys, perform at this level. And one of those tools, in my opinion, is confidence. And the Philadelphia fans really brought that confidence out in me. Regardless if I was 0 for 4 or 4 for 4, they were always cheering for me. They were always supporting me. And that, to me, in my opinion, really helped me become a better player.
You always tell your younger teammates to enjoy every moment. You never know when it's going to be your last on a baseball field. Do you plan now that you've come to peace with the decision and have the final couple of months of the season, do you plan on making sure you enjoy every moment?
Absolutely. I've enjoyed every second I've been over here. I didn't know how the transition would be playing in one organization for so long, but I think Andrew and his staff that he's put together had made my transition really easy. What was the other part of your question?
Just making sure that you enjoy every moment as you talk to your
Yeah, you
teammates.
never know when it's your last. For me, I've always played the game. I feel like the right way. Played it hard. Played it like it was your last game. It's a little cliche to say, but that's the way I've approached it over the course of my career, and I feel like that's brought the most out of me.
What was the toughest thing about transitioning to being a guy who didn't play every day when you look back on it how proud are you of the way you were able to handle it?
Well, going from making several all-star teams to being a part-time player, I mean, it kind of wrenches your pride a little bit. But my goal, and the reason I came over here was to win a championship. So I didn't want to get in the way of that. I'm ready to play whenever I'm called upon, but the main goal that day is to win a game. And if I'm part of it, great. If not, I'm still happy. Guys, thank you so much for this. I appreciate it. We have a meeting here in a few minutes, and in 15 years I haven't been late for a meeting. Today's not going to be the first day. See you guys.